Okay, I don't think I've ever showed y'all how to do our healthy cauliflower soup. So you just start cutting and pulling the cauliflower off of its base, the stem, and it takes 3.5 cups of your cauliflower. So I break it apart because this cauliflower, we're gonna steam it. So you wanna put it in pretty small pieces so it won't take as long to steam. And I just cut the base part off and just pull the cauliflower, and it takes 3.5 of these. And I've got some water on to boil, and I'll just put the cauliflower in here, and then we'll boil it. Okay, got the water about to come to a boil. I'm putting my cauliflower on there, and I let this steam till it's done. Then you take 2 russet potatoes, and I stab some holes in it on each side and the ends. And you do 2 potatoes this way, and then we're going to microwave these potatoes on high for 5 minutes, and then flip them over and do it again for 3. Okay, and then I'm going to put these in the microwave for 5 minutes, and then I flip them and cook them for another 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, so these have just come out of the microwave, and I'm going to just cut them into cubes, and I keep the skin on, which is totally up to you. You could peel that off if you didn't want the skin on there, but we like the skin, and there's nutrients in the skin, so why not? Whew. Then the cauliflower is steamed, so I dump out that water, put the cauliflower inside, and then we put the potato in with the cauliflower like so. Then we're going to put this back on the stove, and I'll show you what comes next. Okay, and then you do 1.5 cups of almond milk, and don't get the vanilla flavored one. So we're putting that in there, 1.5 cups. I like to use chicken bone broth because, oh my gosh, the flavor is amazing. You can use just regular chicken broth. Same thing, 1.5 cups. Bone broth is a little bit better for you than chicken broth, and it's gut healing. So, and then it makes it just taste amazing. So we use bone broth. And then you just bring this, you put it on medium high heat, and you want it to come to a low boil. And when it does, then I'll show you what we do next. And we are just waiting for it to come to a boil. Come on, come to a boil. You gotta bring it to a boil because you need your bone broth and your almond milk to cook like that. Okay, it's coming to a slight boil, so I have one of these handy dandy immersion blenders, and we're gonna use this to blend it all up. You can make it whatever. If you want it a little lumpy, then stop when it's a little lumpy. If you want it really smooth, then just keep going. And just get it to where you like it. I think we are about done with the blending. And then we're going to add some salt and some sour cream and stir it up. Okay, so next I'm going to add some kosher sea salt. You can use regular sea salt, and it's really up to you. Just how salty do you want it? We'll try it in a little bit and see what we. Next, you add just 1/2 cup of sour cream. I know, some people say, oh, it's so fattening. Who the freak cares? Fat is good for you. Fat is not bad. Okay, if you did not hear that, fat is not bad. And we're just going to stir this up, and you stir it really good, and you let it simmer for like 10 minutes, and then you can add some bacon on the top or some chives, and just put it in a bowl and eat it. It's so good, and it's healthy.